every ounce of my cynicism is supported by historical precedent. Thus the expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. People are the most difficult thing in the world to change. The terrible thing about the quest for truth is that you find it. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, doing as you say you would do. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh, otherwise they'll kill you. Old ways won't open new doors. Your worth consists in what you are and not in what you have. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. No crime is a means to an end. No crime can be rationalized. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. Don't react. Cut them off silently. The expert in anything was once a beginner. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. Waiting for changing opinions is like waiting for nothing. The perfect man uses his mind as a mirror. It grasps nothing. It regrets nothing. It receives, but does not keep. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. Cleverness isn't always true, nor is the truth always clever. The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can't are both right. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. Go to heaven for the climate and hell for the company. A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. Stop being okay with everything. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. In the end, the world always wins. That's just the way of things. Notice the difference between being in control and needing control. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. If you appreciate the small things, you're likely to get the big ones. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. Anyone who does anything creative is always going to want to change. She will always wear her crown, regardless of the hate. Some people look for a beautiful place. Others make a place beautiful. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must, above all, be a sheep. Sometimes things become possible if we want them bad enough. Celebrate true friends. They are a part of you that always sparkles. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. It is truth that liberates, not your effort to be free. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. It's important in life. If you don't give a shit, it can help you a lot. The whole house seemed to exhale a melancholy breath of emptiness. I never trust frank and simple people whose stories hold together. Life doesn't require ideals. It requires standards of action. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. All men know the use of the useful, but nobody knows the use of the useless. Someone else's progress doesn't make yours any less. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. Spies are a most important element in water, because on them depends an army's ability to move. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. To be alone is to be different. To be different is to be alone. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. There is no wealth like knowledge, no poverty like ignorance. The company you choose to keep says a lot about who you are. Life isn't about escaping, but it's all about experiencing. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. All men know the utility of useful things, but they do not know the utility of utility. I knew it like destiny, and at the same time, I knew it as choice. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. There is no truth, Stephanie said mistressly. Only perspectives. Pessimistic tidak. Lebih daripada sikap takbur mendahului nasib. People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. That is all very senseless, but this senselessness has a pretty mouth, and it smiles. Because you can only die once, but you can suffer forever. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. Take care of your body, then the rest will automatically become stronger. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Those who realize their folly are not true fools. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. It's not the men in your life that matters, it's the life in your men. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. An opinion should be the result of thought, not a substitute for it. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. Just go with it, he thought. You won't figure out anything if you give in to fear. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. Living never wore one, so much as the effort not to live. Every man reaches his destination if he just keeps walking. Success in warfare is gained by carefully accommodating ourselves to the enemy's purpose. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. Hats have power. Hats can change you into someone else. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. When the position is such that neither side will gain by making the first move, it is called temporizing ground. Nobody ever lives their life all the way up, except bullfighters. Verily, knowledge is a lock, and its key is the question.